There are many virtual applications that exist for the purposes of education. Virtual applications are software that enables users to interact in present times without meeting face-to-face, therefore meeting virtually. As a student and teacher, virtual applications bridge the gap between innovation and learning. The remainder of the podcast will focus on how virtual applications enhance education. Modern education and educators can be divided into two schools of thought when it comes to technology. The first believe that it should be used as a tool to facilitate learning. The second believe that technology cannot replace the learning experience and the environment of a classroom. The current applications of education in virtual worlds include communication scenarios. Virtual worlds can be used to bridge gaps in communication. For example, part-time students can meet virtually with their classmates in Second Life or in Minecraft. This can also help distance learning students not feel so isolated. Virtual campuses and classrooms. These enable a fully immersive learning experience. Educators use virtual work capabilities in Second Life as a meeting place for students and to focus on learning resources, which enable embedded videos, illustrations, ebooks, or 3D models to be part of a lecture. Technical training. A virtual scenario might enable students to practice potentially dangerous activities in a safe environment, like the construction of a cannon in Minecraft for a physics assignment. Practice of technical skills like renovation of a room in Scene-Caster can not only build confidence, but emphasize important techniques such as learning about area and perimeter. Virtual field trips and simulating experiences. Students are exposed to a variety of geographic locations in an inexpensive and convenient method. For example, visiting the pyramids of Giza in Second Life, to experiencing a simulated world not found in reality, like the Minecraft large biomes, or a trip to the heart in Second Life. Language learning. Virtual worlds are especially popular for practicing language skills. For example, EduSim, which focuses on learning that uses a 3D virtual interactive whiteboard. Text and audio in Second Life can be integrated in meaningful ways to support learning.
Now we are going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of using virtual worlds for education. The advantages include enhancing the education experience. For example, more universities are incorporating virtual worlds into the learning experience, purchasing their own spaces to facilitate conversations with the entire class, bridging the gap between part-time and full-time students. The classroom does not limit the students' ability to learn. Students are able to experience environments across periods of time, for example the Middle Ages, that would not have been possible if not for virtual reality capabilities. Virtual environments provide students with experiences from a first-person perspective, allowing them to interact with subject matter, resulting in comprehensive learning. For example, they could learn about clinical conditions from a first-hand basis, such as hallucination, neurological conditions, and what life is like on a wheelchair. Virtual worlds enable real-time learning, whereas disadvantages include a diminished attention span. There is a level of distraction that occurs when students are online. There is a decrease in real-life social interaction. Access to computers and required infrastructure may pose a problem for some students. Security of the students online is an issue as boundaries may be distorted in terms of privacy and adult content.
Guidelines for the effective use of virtual worlds for education. The key to efficacy of virtual worlds is interactivity, rather than immersion. This simply means that students learn by doing in this environment. In order for learners to fully benefit from the use of virtual worlds, active engagement is a key aspect. This is done by engaging in enactments of learning scenarios. In order to increase popularity of virtual worlds, ease of use is a key factor. The role of the teacher must now change, as teachers best serve as facilitators in the discovery process, as opposed to providing solutions. Desktop virtual worlds are the preferred method, as they are more cost-effective and less cumbersome than immersive virtual reality. Virtual worlds must build learning through interaction and construction, rather than assimilation as with traditional instruction. In addition, in order to create an effective scenario for learning in virtual worlds, the educator must plan. This is in terms of hardware and software requirements, the virtual reality capabilities, and the technological competency of the students. Analysis, which is done in terms of determining what material is to be studied and how learning will take place. Design involves developing the environment for learning in the virtual world. The design should be simple and provide challenges. Development. Different virtual worlds have different modification capabilities, and the educator must select a world that is best suited to content. Implementation, which involves putting our plan into action. However, testing must occur prior. Evaluation. Pre- and post-tests can be used to indicate if learning has occurred. To conclude, we hope that this podcast was informative and has given insight into how virtual worlds can be used within the education spectrum.